It's a rivalry that's heated on both sides. And tonight, the 1-1 North Penn Knights and the 2-0 Central Bucks West Bucks will go at it here in Crawford Stadium for bragging rights and a key win in the Suburban One Conference Power 10. North Penn, CB West, next. It is a game some have been waiting for 2 years. North Penn and CB West, teams with a very good chance to take home a state Quad A title this year, face off tonight. I'm Tom Brown, and my colleague alongside of me tonight is Andrew Conant. Andrew, this game is like the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, or Army facing Navy. These sides just both want to crush each other.
It's David meets Goliath again. But tonight, both the Goliath and his foe have had one hand tied behind their backs. Traditionally, the North Penn CB West game is held early in November, but this year the matchup occurs only in the third week. West is weaker this year than in past years when they had runners like Dave Armstrong and Dustin Picciotti. Still, their backfield is strong with senior Joe DiMaggio at quarterback and James West getting most of the carries.
Another thing, Andrew, that the Knights must be concerned about tonight is the rain. Let's go down to our field reporter, Dan Oldham. Dan, how are conditions now?
Thanks, guys. As you mentioned, we did have rain earlier in the day. I just walked the field, and it seems perfect and playable for today's game. I don't expect rain or other weather conditions to be a factor in today's matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Again, it was raining earlier today, as Dan said, and there were fears that the field or the balls might be slippery and cause some fumbles. We all remember last week's 15-0 North Penn loss to Penridge, in which the Knights had 5 fumbles and lost 3 of them. We're going to take a look at some of those fumbles from last week. It was really just a terrible night for the Knights. They just had problems handling the football, and it really cost them. And that was the first fumble. You could see Penridge claim possession. That was early on in the first quarter. Penridge did get the football. That was their first fumble. And then Brown tries to take the snap for this second play here. Hands it off to Zach Thomas. But as he's being taken down, the ball pops loose, Andrew.
Yeah, it does. And it was really another unfortunate circumstance for the Knights. Zach just could not hold on to that ball.
And so Penridge got the second fumble taken of the night, and then you see Chris Brown gets a little bit of a high snap. It's bobbled. He tries to throw it. It's a pass, incomplete. Kevin Zeblum was ruled down, so that was more problems for the Knights. Then hands it off again inside to Thomas. The ball comes loose. Penridge claims the football, so just trouble for the Knights. A week ago, we can see what they might do tonight. Again, they got to hold on to that football. The Rams, again, scored all 15 of their points on turnovers last week, so it will be even more crucial for the Knights to hold on to the ball tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, actually, another interesting change this week comes from the Knights at quarterback. Dane Mengel-Spiro will be getting the start tonight over Chris Brown. He has had some difficulties in the last 2 weeks, so Spiro will get the start against the menacing CB West D.
Again, we'd like to mention that the Power 10, in case you didn't know, has been reorganized this year into 2 divisions of 5 teams each. North Penn and CB West are in different divisions, so they face each other earlier this year. So both teams will really have to get up for this game. North Penn will actually have some extra motivation, Andrew, coming off the Penridge loss, though.
Yeah, the defense especially. The secondary played very well against the Penridge pass game last week. West likes to run the ball, so the defense will have to work with the mindset of stopping the run first this week. West also likes the play-action game, Tom, which is going to have to be dealt with.
So a real test this week in one of the great football rivalries in this state. The last time these teams met, North Penn only lost by 6 here at Crawford Stadium. Can they beat the Bucks? That question will be answered when we come right back with North Penn and CB West here on North Penn Television.
To do what Smokey says.
Smokey says.
Only you. No, you don't play with matches. That's not cool. Tell mom and dad to break them, stop them. Yeah, that's the rule.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Did someone say otter?
We're all counting on you.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Back here at Crawford Stadium, tragedy struck the United States earlier this week on September 11th when terrorists attacked New York City, Washington, D.C., and western Pennsylvania. Tonight, we're here to take some time to reflect before tonight's football game because of an event that is far bigger than any football game. So here, with the beginning of our ceremony, are the North Penn Marching Knights and the Central Bucks West Marching Bucks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crawford Stadium
in North Penn High School for tonight's Suburban 1 National Conference game between the Bucks of Central Bucks West and the Knights of North Penn.
As we stand, we gather this evening as a community and extend our prayers and our thoughts to so many, near and far, who have already suffered, and to those who yet have questions to be answered, loved ones to be found. As we share with our students, our thoughts and prayers go out to the thousands of innocent victims and their families. Hope remains alive that more people will yet be found to be reunited with children, wives, husbands, and other loved ones. We give thanks for the tireless efforts of firemen, police, hospital workers, and untold numbers of volunteers who have been and will continue to be involved in the rescue and recovery effort. Pause now in this moment of silent reflection as a symbolic tribute to the victims, to their families, friends, and loved ones, and to the renewed strength of our nation. Will you continue to stand in salute and join Senior Alex Orgera in the singing of our national anthem? Gentlemen, please remove your hat.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Senior Alex Orgera. We want you to know that several efforts in support of the American Red Cross have been developed by individual North Penn High School and Central Bucks West High School students and student organizations. A school and community blood drive will be held within the next 2 weeks, coordinated through the Student Government Associations and the American Red Cross. The Student Government Association is also coordinating a collection of donations to financially support the Red Cross disaster relief effort. That effort is beginning during the first quarter of this evening's game and will continue through next week. Once again, we thank you for your cooperation, and God bless America.
As we begin the game tonight, our thoughts remain with the families that have been affected by this tragedy. But Andrew, it's been very nice to see at such a decisive event, typically as North Penn CB West, you could see everybody just uniting, holding candles, holding American flags, and really unifying. It was really a beautiful thing and a tribute to our nation, really.
Absolutely, and it's for such two teams that really have been such a strong rivalry for so long. It is really nice to see them come together peacefully on a field like they just did.
Like we've said before, this moment just transcends sport. This is something beyond just a simple football game, and it was really a beautiful tribute, a very beautiful singing of the national anthem, and just a real tribute to the unity and pride of our great nation.
Absolutely. The North Penn, the team themselves, are showing their support in the effort by little American flag stickers that they have on the back of their helmets. Which really shows that they care as well, and it's not just about this CB West North Penn game.
Very good point. So as the captains come out onto the field, Now the focus somehow turns from the disaster that we've currently been undergoing on this a national day of mourning to North Penn and CB West in this football game. Again, both teams affected by the tragedy. North Penn did not hold practice on Tuesday because all North Penn School District activities were canceled, and now we come to the game. And this, again, CB West, North Penn. The last time North Penn won, Andrew, ironically enough, was actually 5 years ago. It's been that long.
Yeah, absolutely. That was in '96 that North Penn and CB West faced off. North Penn did come out with a slim win, 14-13 over the Bucks.
And we've just seen so many efforts from North Penn teams to try to defeat the menace of Central Bucks West. You look in '98, CB West won by a slim margin. In '99, they were able to defeat. CB West was able to defeat North Penn in what was called the Game of the Century, held at War Memorial Field. Both teams were undefeated, 1 and 2 in the state coming in. But here in this situation, because of North Penn's loss to Penridge last week, it's a little different.
It's a little bit different for the two teams. They're not as on even footing as they were during that game, like you just mentioned. Actually, according to the ratings that we have, CB West is ranked number 1 in the top 25, and North Penn is only down at number 6.
So again, West number 1 again, North Penn number 6, and the coin toss has been completed, and North Penn will receive. North Penn will receive. North Penn, I believe, did win the toss, so North Penn will receive at kickoff. You can see North Penn trying to get the crowd pumped up. Here we go, North Penn and CB West 2001, a game that will probably be remembered for a long, long time. And you got to look at a couple key players as we come into this game for both North Penn and CB West. Who are they, Andrew?
Absolutely. A couple of members on the CB West team that are absolutely stunning. They have been referred to as Crash and Bash. It is Gene Risch and Dustin Outen. Both of them are almost 300 pounds. Gene Risch is at 6'3", and Justin at a towering 6'4". Another key player for CB West is James West. He is 5'10", he's 195 pounds, and he's a senior. He's a great running back for the West.
And again, West offense centers so much around that tailback that James West has had to step into the role that's been held by so many. You think about the power backs that West has had over the years, Dave Armstrong, Dustin Picciotti, that North Penn has just had a hard time containing. How do you think they'll do against James West tonight?
I don't know, but like we said before, North Penn is going to be watching for the running game. They have dealt with Bucks before. They are a little bit more on familiar territory than they were with Penridge, and so they're going to be trying for that running game. They're going to try to stop it.
And again, another interesting twist this year. Former CB West coach Mike Pettin Sr. comes over to the North Penn sideline to help his son out, Mike Pettin Jr. So here we go, CB West and North Penn 2001, about ready to kick off. Central Bucks West, number 14 for Central Bucks West, James Weiberly, will kick off to awaiting number 2, Kevin Zeblum, and number 6, Zach Thomas for North Penn. And we are underway here at Crawford Stadium. High pooch kick off the foot of Weiberly, taking a fair catch by the North Penn Knights at their own 34-yard line. So North Penn will get good field position to start. Surprising that they did that little pooch kick there, Andrew.
That was rather unexpected. It gave North Penn better field position than if they had gone for the long kick and tried to stop the run.
Part of that comes from the special teams being so ready, so prepared for anything to come. You could see an onside kick. Think about the Eagles in Dallas last year. CB West could pull anything out of their bag of tricks, as they always do. So Dane Mengel-Spurrio in at quarterback, starting the Knights on their first drive downfield. We have 12 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Spurrio takes the snap, fakes the wing, hands it off down the middle to number 2, I believe, Kevin Zeblum, for a little gain. Excuse me, that was to number 4, Andy McCormack. So the Knights picking up 2 or 3 yards, and it looks like it'll be a 2nd and 8 for the Knights.
Andy McCormack is one of that versatile players that we've really seen a lot from. He has a little bit more weight behind him than Kevin Zeblum or Zach Thomas, and really uses that to his advantage to try to break through that defensive line.
Andy, of course, is also a captain. So it is 2nd and 8 for the Knights. The ball is on their own 32-yard line. Brown looks left. He's got a 2-back snap, and the refs will stop him. Timeout, North Penn. I wonder what that was all about, Andrew.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, possibly 10 or 12 men on the field. It doesn't look like 10 or 12 men on the field because they're not sending anybody out. It looks like maybe they were in the wrong set.
It's very possible, and with Dane Mengel-Spurio starting, he has not really gotten a lot of starting experience before, and so they're going to be a little bit more cautious to make sure that they really have everything set straight for him.
Very true. So North Penn wanting to make a strong statement early against CB West, who has this week taken over their spot as the #1 team in the state of Pennsylvania. And so North Penn is obviously going to want to make a strong showing. Do they go to the pass here early?
I would think so. One of the reasons they did take out Chris Brown is because he wasn't delivering as well as possible. But we don't know. We haven't seen as much from Dane before, so we're going to see where they go.
So now it looks like they're in the same set. We do not know what the timeout was about, but in any case, it's second down. The handoff is outside to number 6, Zach Thomas. He picks up a couple yards, and Thomas gets up to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 6. It will be about a 3rd and 3 for the Knights. So a nice run by Thomas, just able to make the cuts, make the moves.
Absolutely. Zach Thomas is really an all-around great back. He's great in the defensive field, making the plays happen, and also did miss a good chunk of the season last year, but has really made a comeback and started out strong this year.
Sean Brockington is split out to the wide side. Spurio drops back, and we have a flag on the play as taken down by number 44, Marat Manadov of CB West, but there is a flag on the play as the North Penn runner was taken down. It's a dead ball, false start on North Penn. So they will lose 5 yards, and it will now be 3rd and 7 for the North Penn Knights. Costly false start for the Knights.
Yep.
Looks like they're changing the play as they're sending Dane Mengel-Spurio back in. Again, you got to think about crash and bash, how we have to look to double team. Oftentimes, teams will double team crash and bash, so that may be a situation. Another timeout called by North Penn. I don't know if it's the noise coming from this extremely loud CB West crowd or if it's just some miscommunication in the huddle, but North Penn's down to 1 timeout left with only 10:25 left in the first quarter.
Something really has to be going on there. It's 2 timeouts very, very early in the game. There must be some serious problems in communication and getting what's going across. Either that or they're trying to throw the Bucks off real early on and maybe get some early points. But it's really a shame to waste so many timeouts in the very, very beginning of the game.
So in any case, the Knights have used up 2 of their timeouts in the first minute and a half of this ball game. They have 1 timeout left. They haven't really had a chance to get a rhythm because of the timeouts, and they are now faced with a 3rd down and 8. So again, you got to think, as number 99, Fred Vroman, comes in the game, for number 2, Kevin Zeblin, could we be looking for some type of power play here with a fullback or a trap?
It's very possible. Fred Vroman is an absolutely great team member. He's very quick, goes really for the sack. He's a hard, aggressive player.
Very good, very tenacious player. Inside linebacker for the Knights. We'll be seeing a lot of him tonight on the defensive end. So Dane Mengel-Spurio snaps the ball, hands it off on the inside, number 2, Kevin Zeblin. Zeblin has a hole. That's not Kevin Zeblin, that's number 4, Andy McCormick, coming together when the Knights need him, captain, and he gets the Knights a 1st down. You could drive a truck through that hole.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what Andy McCormick did. He just found the hole and went.
So North Penn Knights making a statement early that they will not go quietly. They have a 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Vroman is out of the game. He provided some excellent blocking there from McCormick.
Absolutely, that's what we were just talking about. Nice, tenacious, really got at his man.
North Penn splits out 3 wideouts, 1 fullback to protect for Spurio. Handoff is to number 4, Andy McCormick, and he will get another 1st down coming up to the sideline, and he is into he's into CB West territory at the CB West 38-yard line. They just keep giving it to McCormick, and he's doing the job.
The line for Andy McCormick is really getting their job done. They're creating those beautiful holes for him just to zip on through, and that's what he's doing. He's zipping on through, and he got a lot of yardage on that particular play.
3 wide out set. Defense would typically think pass, but not in this case. They kind of misdirected him.
Misdirection is something we saw a lot of last week with the Penn Ridge game. Penn Ridge game with the Delta T-Wing offense really was throwing off the North Penn.
So North Penn has yet another first down. That's their third first down of this drive. Mengel Spurrier drops back the pass, gets the pass over, and it's just over the head of Zach Thomas. So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Knights. They tried to do a nice little swing pass. It just didn't work for them. Great defense by CB West.
Yeah.
So Zeblum is back in the ball game, and Zach Thomas coming out of the ball game. Very much they've often been referred to, Zeblum and Thomas, as interchangeable parts. You can see Coach Pettin speaking with Zach Thomas. They've been referred to as interchangeable parts.
Absolutely.
For this team.
Both quick, both agile, a lot of foot action. They really get the ball moving and find those holes.
Excellent. It cuts to. Will Spurrier have to call a third timeout? No, it doesn't look like it. He's got a 3 backfield set. Drops it off. The run is inside to number 2, Kevin Zeblum, and Zeblum breaks a tackle and is taken down, tripped up by number 11, Aaron Kennedy of CB West, but they just continue to move the ball down the field, and I think the Knights have another first down.
That's the way it appears. It looks about right about the 26.
North Penn Knights have another first down. That is their 4th first down of this drive, and they've done it in very little time. Still over 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They just continue to have success with that run in the slot.
Absolutely. That quickness was what we were just talking about. Managed to use this dodge and just didn't let the CB West defender get on it.
2-back set for the Knights. Spurrier snaps the ball, hands it off to number 6, Zach Thomas. Thomas is crushed by number 5, James West. That is such a pancake block. He just knocked him flat on his back. That was an unbelievable hit.
And that's what we were just talking about. James West, we were talking about before the game, he really is an explosive character. He's absolutely aggressive, much equivalent to the Fred Roman like we were talking about on the North Penn side.
Again, you think of James West, he is a running back and a cornerback, but he leveled him like he was a defensive lineman. So the Knights will have a 2nd and about 8 from the CB West 25-yard line. Spurrier's got a 3-back set and 1 wide out. Spurrier hands it off to the inside to number 40, Sean Brockington, who continues with hard running and gets down to the CB West 16-yard line. That was a tough run by Brockington.
Absolutely. He had 2 men hanging on him, and he still managed just to keep on going and pushing them tackles through.
CB West's ends on their defensive line they're just getting taken by these blocking schemes from North Penn. North Penn's just doing a great job with those runs to the left side of the field in the slot.
Absolutely. I actually, to tell you the truth, did not expect as much running because I thought running is a very normal and expected thing for these two teams, so I thought they might try to throw them off and go in the air a little bit.
And if North Penn could score first, that would be huge. So here we go. Mengel Spurrier takes the snap, and Thomas is taken down in the backfield by number 40, Dan Lowry, a 5'9", 180 senior for the Bucks. He just kind of got trapped that time.
Yeah. They tried to go to the right-hand side this time, and it didn't quite work out. He just couldn't get a start going.
Couple changes for the Knights. Phil Riccardi in the game for Dave Broderick. Dave Broderick, such a spark plug on special teams. He's got 17 tackles already this season in just 2 games. Excellent player.
Absolutely. He zips around and really makes contact and makes those plays for the North Penn special teams.
So the Knights have a 2nd and long in CB West territory. They've got 2 wideouts and 2 backs. Spurrier hands it off to the inside to number 99, Fred Roman. Roman with a tough run gets inside the West 15, and it will be a 3rd and about 6 for the Knights.
Yeah. Again, they tried for the right side. It just not quite as successful as that left side. Maybe they're trying to throw the Bucks off a little bit by going to the right instead of the left.
Got to test it out, test the waters. Seems that that's what North Penn is doing, but they got to capitalize and score while they're down here. They are in Bob Mancino's field goal range. From here, it would only be about a 30-yard field goal, and that's definitely Mancino's field goal range if they get in trouble here. But this is a crucial down. 3rd and 6 for the Knights in CB West territory with 6:23 to go here in the first quarter.
That looked like a flag, probably a false start.
That's a false start on number 4, Andy McCormick for the Knights, doing so much to help the Knights as they march down the field, but just a little bit of a false start, miscommunication on the count. So the Knights will be back to a 3rd and long, and that moves us back to 35 yards for Mancino, maybe a little more questionable for a high school kicker.
But it's still very possible. But getting this scoring on this drive here is very important for the Knights. They want to set the tone of this game right now, right early in the game.
The Knights split out 2 wideouts and have 2 backs in the backfield. Crucial 3rd down here for the North Penn Knights, 3rd and long. Number 5, Phil Riccardi, is set in motion. Spurrier drops back to pass and hands it off to number 2, Kevin Zeblum. Zeblum has some running room, breaks away, and he is going to score. The North Penn Knights lead the number 1 Central Bucks West Bucks 7-0, and there is jubilation on the North Penn sideline.
That's exactly what we were just talking about. North Penn was really looking to set this tone and show the West that they were really ready to take the time, and they are really ready to end this drought since '96.
North Penn up 6-0 on the number 1 Central Bucks West Bucks on a brilliant run by number 2 Kevin Zeblum. It was just beautiful.
It was, and that's what we were talking about right there. You actually saw in that play Kevin Zeblum assess the situation, and change direction to find the hole to go down to the end zone.
That is one highlight film. We should send that one to ESPN because that was just simply beautiful. So the Knights will set up for the extra point to be kicked by number 91, Bob Mancino. Snapped, and it is good. Looked like CB West was rushing in there very quickly, but it is up and good, and the Knights lead 7-0 with 5:57 to go in the first quarter. That is a great play for the Knights because now they're up.
Absolutely. Like you said, this is what we really wanted to see. Again, West has not lost a game in their last. Actually, they did lose 1 game in their last 62 games, an incredible record. And North Penn really wanted to set this tone of this game and show them that they are here they mean business, and they wanted to win this time.
Again, 1 loss in the last 62 games. That was to Erie Cathedral Prep in last year's state championship game. The last game for head coach Mike Carey, the last game for quarterback Mike Oriole, and they lost 41-35 in overtime. So you could say CB West hasn't lost a game in regulation in their last 62 games. Truly a remarkable feat.
Absolutely, one of the best team records of any team, really.
And 59 straight wins is a Pennsylvania State high school football record for the longest winning streak. Longest one in the country is 100+, held by De La Salle out in California. So Central Bucks West had a little bit to go before they got there, but still a remarkable feat.
Definitely up there on the list of teams, though.
So North Penn will kick it off, leading 7-0. And the ball has fallen off the tee, so they will reset it. Number 90, Brian Ushler, the kickoff man for the Knights, will reset the ball. And they'll do it again. Ushler's kickoff is high and deep. Taken at the 5-yard line by Central Bucks West. Runs up the middle. He's got some running room. And he trips and slips on again. That wet grass slips at about the 31-yard line, so Central Bucks West will take over at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 11, Aaron Kennedy. An incredible run for CB West. North Penn special teams defense just did not do the job there and get things done.
Especially good downfield blocking from Central Bucks West. He just had a hole right up the middle that he could run.
Absolutely. Blocking is one of the most important things in this game, to get those runners through those holes.
So CB West under quarterback Joe DiGiacomo, 6'1", 185, take their first offensive possession of the game. It's a pass out to West. It's actually a flip pass, and he is taken down by North Penn, number 53, Mark Messerschmidt. Excellent player, continues to get to the ball, takes West down for no gain. It will be 2nd down.
Absolutely. That's, again, what we were looking for from North Penn defense. They were really looking forward to this game and wanted to show West what they had and really stop those drives.
And so it will be a 2nd and 10 for the CB West Bucks. Again, 7-0 your score. North Penn leads. West has several backs and tight ends in a tight set. DiGiacomo takes a snap, takes it himself. Andy McCormick gets a hand on him, and he tries to get the pass away, but is pummeled by number 53, Mark Messerschmidt. Messerschmidt is just absolutely denying the Bucks early in this football game, and they have a 3rd and long.
Absolutely. Andy McCormick, exactly what we were talking about before. He is such a versatile player. He's all over the field and really makes those plays done. Uses that little extra weight that he has, like I said before, and really gets in there and makes it count.
And so CB West will be faced with a 3rd and 20 from their own 21-yard line. Such a contrast. North Penn just marches right down the field. CB West faced with a 3rd and 20. Otherwise, they're going to have to punt.
Definitely not the same undefeated team of last year.
DiGiacomo's got 2 wide receivers out on the far side. Again, pressure from North Penn. And number 99, Fred Vroman. Number 90, Brian Ushler, and several other North Penn defenders absolutely tackle DiGiacomo, and it will be 4th down. North Penn has the football. North Penn recovers the football. I believe it was number 53, Mark Messerschmidt, recovering the football. Actually, it was number 99, Fred Vroman, on the recovery, and North Penn is in scoring position again.
Fred Vroman, like we said before, just totally aggressive and getting in there, making that play. The CB West lineup is just not keeping back those North Penn offensive line.
And so North Penn leading 7-0 with another chance here to make it 14-0, and the first quarter isn't even over yet.
Definitely one of the two teams has changed. North Penn has gotten more disciplined since last year as well.
Look like possibly an offsides on West. Tackled for no gain is number 6, Zach Thomas of North Penn. CB West wants to put a stop to this right now.
Absolutely, they're gonna come out much more tenacious now that they've North Penn has really shown them what they came here to do.
And so North Penn faced with the 2nd and about 12 with the ball on the 15-yard line of CB West. Ryan Knowlton, number 85, a senior now in the game, as Mengel Spurrier breaks the huddle. It is 2nd and 12. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side, and they will hand it off to number 4, Andy McCormick. Same play as before, 3 wideouts and Andy, and this time the CB West D read it perfectly.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about before. Both of these teams are very geared towards running, and they're both going to be looking really for the running game. And right there is a perfect example of great defense on the Bucks side to really stop that run.
So it is a crucial 3rd and 15 for the North Penn Knights. This, again, every play in the CB West game is crucial, but this one especially, because if they can get a first down, which is almost a touchdown, and put 14-0 on the board, what an event that would be for this North Penn squad.
Definitely, North Penn's coming out very strong this game.
Mengel Spurrier takes a snap. He's got good protection, fires it over the middle to number 2, Kevin Zeblum, who will pick up the first down, I believe. He's down to about the 2-yard line. I believe that was the jailbreak screen that's been used so often against Lansdale Catholic in years past. And I believe North Penn will get the first down out of that, or they will be very close, Andrew.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. Kevin Zeblum was wide open for that pass. The passing game in the air is going to take the Bucks off guard a little bit in the early part of this game before they can get a chance to get a handle on it.
And that will be a first down for the North Penn Knights, so 4 chances to score from about the 2-yard line. And this North Penn crowd is pumped up, and the CB West crowd is silent. Shocked.
Definitely.
So North Penn in a tight set. Mengel Spurrier hands the ball off to number 4, Andy McCormick. And we'll do it again. Looks like it will be 2nd and about 1. McCormick, again, got some good blocking. They tried to put him over the top, but just weren't able to do it. Pick up a couple of feet, maybe down to the 1-yard line, so it will be 2nd and goal for the Knights.
It's
And so we are looking at a 2nd down for the North Penn Knights. Andy McCormick gets the ball again, and this time he scores. Touchdown, North Penn. North Penn leads 13-0 on the number 1 Central Bucks West Bucks, and this is really some amazing vindication for the North Penn Knights. This is what they've worked for so hard, and they are up 13-0.
Absolutely. North Penn came here wanting to end the drought since '96. And has really shown that they're ready to do that. Shown the energy, shown the punch, and are really moving that ball.
And so North Penn setting up again for the extra point. Number 90, Brian Ushler, is now in for the extra point. Snap is taken, ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. Brian Ushler puts the extra point through the uprights, and with 1:59 to go in the first quarter, the North Penn Knights lead the number 1 in the state, Central Bucks West Bucks. 1 loss in the last 62 games, 14-0. And now let's go down to our sideline reporter, Dan Oldham.
Momentum has been the key. The Knights need to keep the momentum into the second quarter in order to keep the lead. We'll be back with more information next touchdown, hopefully.
Hopefully the Knights will score again. At least that's what North Penn thinks. They do lead 14-0. Only one timeout left. Maybe something special happened during those 2 timeouts early on, because after that, the Knights just got motivated.
Yeah, definitely. North Penn is not the same team that we saw last Friday against Penridge. They possibly were a little bit overconfident, not quite honed that perfect edge that they need to really play this.
And that was just a remarkable series of events. Look at that touchdown run. Number 4, Andy McCormick, just runs right in there. Beautiful blocking from the entire group, and you can see the celebration. Fred Vroman and Andy McCormick hugging in celebration, and the Knights are up 14-0. I just can't repeat it enough.
Yeah.
And so Brian Ushel, who just kicked the extra point, will be kicking the kickoff. The kick is up, and it is low. It's a bouncer, and it is touched by number 22. Number 22, Jeff Moberg of CB West. CB West does take it, but they are pummeled inside their own 15-yard line. North Penn is running on all cylinders tonight, Andrew.
Absolutely. Just not the same kind of game that we've seen in past North Penn West games. North Penn showing an early dominance, very unusual for this matchup.
And so CB West has to try to get something going on offense here. They are taken back at their own 12-yard line. They have 88 yards to go to the North Penn end zone, and that's a very long 88 yards, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1st and 10. Joe DiGiacomo gives the handoff to number 5, James West, who is pummeled by number 80, Deji Akintoye, and number 90, Brian Ushler, both juniors. They just continue to stop CB West around the outside.
Absolutely. But James West, who the handoff was to, we're really going to see a lot from this game. Is somebody to keep your eye on. Like I said before, an explosive player, ready to make those plays and get the job done.
And so it's actually West picks up about a yard on the play. It will be a 2nd and 9 for the Central Bucks West Bucks, as North Penn breaks the defensive huddle. CB West will set up again in a tight set. They've got 3 players kind of in between wide receiver and tight end, but the handoff in any case goes to James West, and he picks up some yardage, taken down by number 40, Sean Brockington, but that is a first down for the CB West Bucks. Great run by James West.
Absolutely. That's what we were just talking about. James West is, not that huge of a player. He's only 5'10", 195. He has a quote from his coach says he really never misses a cut.
Just an awesome player. Great, again, that cutting ability, something very similar to Zach Thomas and Kevin Zeblum. Zach Thomas is actually split out right now as a cornerback, as CB West has one wide out to the near side, but the handoff is to the inside, and just a pile of North Penn defensive players take down number 43, Clay Lepley, who got the handoff. He is a fullback for Central Bucks West, 5'9", 190, a senior, and the Knights just took him down again.
Absolutely. The Knights defense is really sticking it to the West offense. They're not getting that run through. North Penn is really something that they probably focused on is to really stop that run.
And so Kevin Zeblum now coming in the game for number 97, Antonio Anderson. CB West sets up tight yet again. Man in motion for CB West is number 24, Derek Kinzel. And a short run for short gain by number 5, James West of CB West. And so it will be 3rd and long for CB West, 3rd and about 8. And North Penn fans are cheering on this sideline as they just continue to stop CB West. It is just truly remarkable and a testament to how hard North Penn has worked and how much they want it.
Absolutely. West fans are trying to respond, but they're much like North Penn was during those other match-offs. Just don't have the heart right now. West did not come out and perform as they expected.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Your score, North Penn 14, CB West 0. This is, again, as we continue to emphasize, truly unprecedented. CB West has not been in this big of a hole, Andrew, I don't think, for the last 5 years.
No, not likely. They've always been a very dominant team, very aggressive, moves the ball quickly. But North Penn has just put a stop to any of their runs and drives, and are just not letting them get anywhere on this field.
Many North Penn football alumni have come back. I saw Fran Mahan earlier. Many North Penn football alumni have come back just to watch this game, and North Penn has definitely given them their money's worth.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest games for both North Penn and CB West. They love to be here at the game, and they love to see this rivalry.
And so CB West has the football 3rd and long at their own 30-yard line. Again, they switch goalposts. So CB West now moving from right to left on your screen, and it is 3rd and 8 for CB West. Number 43, Clay Lepley, gets the handoff, and he will get the first down. And he's still on his feet, taken down now by a number of North Penn defenders, and CB West has another first down. They will not go down quietly.
That's one thing to expect from CB West. Though they may be a little bit under right now, they're definitely going to try their hearts out and really drive hard to try to get it down the field.
And so CB West now has yet another first down as West splits out one wide receiver to the near side. Again, West not splitting out a whole lot of receivers. North Penn doing it a lot more early on in this game. A little confusion in the backfield as DiGiacomo gives the handoff. And number 5, James West, trying to make some great moves. But
that was actually number 11, Aaron Kennedy, with a great run, getting some yardage there.
Pardon me, Aaron Kennedy moving like James West, but again, picks up some yardage for CB West, and it will be 2nd and 4. They are starting to move the football. North Penn has to really put a stop to him here if they want to maintain that 14-0 lead, because West is starting to get a little bit better as they go on.
Absolutely. West now seeing that North Penn means business, they're going to be a little bit more cautious and aggressive to try to get the ball down the field.
CB West sets. Man in motion for CB West, number 11, Aaron Kennedy. Ball is handed off to number 5, James.
Actually, that was a little bit deceiving. It actually did go to number 11, Aaron Kennedy, and he was taken down in the backfield.
Again, we were deceived up here. Looked like he handed the ball off to James West. Great fake, but North Penn able to read it and stop number 11, Aaron Kennedy. So CB West, again, with about a 3rd and 8, they're going to have to capitalize here.
It's exactly what we were just talking about. We were saying North Penn was just kind of lacking a little bit, and West was showing a little bit more aggression. But right there, it shows the smarts of the North Penn defense as well, making sure and picking up on that play and putting a stop to it.
And North Penn takes their final timeout of the half with 10:25 to go here in the second quarter, perhaps to try to get their minds back in the game. They're starting to give up a little more ground to CB West, and this is a crucial point in the game for them. So North Penn calling the timeout. You can see the North Penn Marching Knights, part of the ceremony in the beginning of the game.
Definitely a dangerous thing for the North Penn Knights right here is to not get too overconfident. We saw a little bit of overconfidence last week in that Penn Ridge game, and it cost them the game. North Penn has to be careful. Even though they are in the lead, and they do have a demanding lead right here in the very beginning of the game, they do need to take it easy and keep themselves humble and modest.
North Penn has to, again, avoid complacency, avoiding getting too overconfident, and continue to play with that same passion, that same intensity, and I think that was what was told to them on the sidelines. So CB West comes back out. It is a 3rd and 8 here with 10:25 to go here in the second quarter. North Penn leads 14-0 and is out of timeouts. CB West with 2 wideouts to the near side. DiGiacomo takes the snap. He is rolling left. Some pressure coming from number 22, Pat McCourt, and Giacomo was just forced to throw it short of his intended receiver, and CB West will have to punt.
Absolutely. Again, the aggression from the North Penn defensive team, defensive line, just not letting West do anything at all with that ball, really putting the pressure on Giacomo.
And so Zach Thomas and Kevin Zevlin back to return the punts again. We talked about them being interchangeable parts, but it also presents a unique situation for punters and kickers.
Absolutely, because the two of them are right there. Either one of them can take it and go down either side of the field.
You can't really kick away to these guys just because they're so excellent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, ball snapped, and the punt is away. It's high, it's deep, and it will be taken by number 2, Kevin Zevlin. Zevlin takes the ball and is running up the right side of the field. He has good blocking, cuts back, flag on the play, and Zevlin is taken down at about the 34-yard line. But again, flag on the play. We'll have to see what that was coming from the
Looks
Zebras.
like it could have been a little bit of holding on North Penn.
And the referee's conferring. And the call will be holding on North Penn, as you said, Andrew. So that will set them back another 10 yards.
But again, we did see a lot of excellent running right there by Kevin Zeblin, really getting those cuts, juking back and forth, and finding enough yardage to move up the field.
So 10:07 here to go in the second quarter. Again, the Knights called for holding, and so they will be starting now from approximately their own 20-yard line, almost like a touchback. So the Knights have 80 to go to the end zone, and they split out to the far side, wide receiver Sean Brockington. Mangel Spurrier takes the snap, hands it off inside to number 6, Zach Thomas, who gets very little on the inside. Great blocking, great run stopping by CB West, and so picks up maybe one.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Thomas has the quickness, has good agility, but just couldn't quite find a hole through that mass of CB West defenders.
And so North Penn, actually, Thomas picks up a little more than that, a little deceiving here from this angle. It looks like it will be about a 2nd and 6 for the North Penn Knights. This time Brockington is split to the near side. Snap taken by Mangel Spurrier. Mangel Spurrier hands it off on the inside. Again, minimal gain. This time it's to number 4, Andy McCormick, who was able to do so many of those great runs early on to the left slot and able to move North Penn down the field on their original drive.
Well, excuse me. The Bucks really have been watching for that run for these recent plays here in the second quarter. They
So crucial 3rd down and 4 here for the Knights. The Knights will set it up with that 3 wide out set. We see it again. Will they go to McCormick or will they do something else? Ball is back. They do not go to McCormick. Ball is away, and it is caught by number 6, Zach Thomas, who fights for the first down and gets it. North Penn's drive will continue on a beautiful pass by Mangel Spurrier.
Absolutely. A very good move on the part of the coaches to put in Dane Mangel Spurrier. Really has been on the ball, getting the handoffs off, and really delivering those throws right where they need to be.
A spark plug that North Penn needs. Dane Mangel Spurrier doing an excellent job with 8:31 to go here in the second quarter. The North Penn Knights are leading Central Bucks West 14-0 and driving to try to score again before this first half is out. Spurrier takes a snap, hands it off to the inside to number 4, Andy McCormick, who picks up about 3 or 4 yards, and so North Penn will have a second down. Good, solid run by Andy McCormick.
Yeah, take the modest yardage, keep the ball moving. You don't need to have a first down every time.
Again, Andy McCormick, a really a huge player as a fullback, 6 foot, 205. He started at defensive end last year, moved to outside linebacker on the defense, but he's really a great all-around player.
He is. He really is an absolute fabulous all-around player, as we've seen him before, as a great running back as well.
And so North Penn has a second down. The toss is to number 6, Zach Thomas, who gets almost to a first down. It's going to be close. They may have to stop for a measurement. It's going to be close, Andrew, and they will call it a first down. North Penn, from the run by Zach Thomas, picks up a first down. And another thing we have to talk about here is the offensive line doing an excellent job for North Penn, opening up those holes.
Absolutely. Something we have not seen yet this game is any of those crucial turnovers we had last week with Penn Ridge. We had 5 turnovers, or fumbles, 5 fumbles last week, and we're just not seeing them this game.
So Sean Brockington split out to the near side as Mangel Spurrier hands it off again to Thomas. Thomas really doing an excellent job bringing the ball down the field, a pickup of 4 yards, and they just continue to march, Andrew.
Absolutely. Like I said before, you don't need the first down every time. Just that short yardage, keep the ball moving. 49 is good enough. Halfway there to the first down.
And so as you were saying North Penn has not fumbled the football yet this game, but CB West has one time down in their own territory, providing 7 points for North Penn. Points off turnovers, crucial stat.
Absolutely, and North Penn turned it over and really capitalized on it, which they really need to do if that situation does rise again.
North Penn with no wideouts, 3-back set. Mangel Spurrier takes the snap and hands it off to Zeblin. Continues to do some good running and looks like he's probably picked up about 4 yards too, so North Penn will have a 3rd and short now in CB West territory yet again.
keeping that ball moving, having a little bit better success over that west line than they did just a little bit earlier in this drive.
Kevin Zeblum coming out. I'm not sure what's going on. He might have some sort of a problem with his face mask or his mouth guard or something. But in any case, Zeblum is out of the play, and it is a 3rd and short for the North Penn Knights with the 3-back set. Mangel Spurrier kicks out to number 4, Andy McCormick, who tumbles for the first down. Andy McCormick and Zach Thomas and also Kevin Zeblum, really just a three-point punch for these Knights, and they're just doing a great job.
Absolutely. They're quite a Delta squad. Zach Thomas and Kevin Zeblum really having the zip and the go, and Andy McCormick really having that punch and just making those plays happen and get through.
So North Penn with yet another first down on the CB West 44-yard line. Vroman comes out of the game. Again, North Penn has no timeouts. A little confusion in the backfield, so they're going to have to set it up. They are in a trip set, 3 wideouts. Dane Mangel Spurrier hands the ball off on the inside. And about 3 or 4 yards of a gain. Tough run by Zach Thomas. Again, you see, we've continued to see North Penn put out 3 wide receivers for North Penn, and again, that one running back and handing it to that running back. It looks like we may have an injury to number 2, Kevin Zeblum. Again, you can see him on the run, and he's tripped up by number 44, Maret Manedov. What do you see?
Yeah, you saw just like back in here when Zeblum was making his run, they grabbed at his leg and really pulled him back.
And so a possible injury to number 2, Kevin Zeblum, as Dane Mangel Spurrier hands the ball off on the inside to number 4, Andy McCormack, for about a 1-yard pickup. So the Knights will have 3rd and 5. Again, Kevin Zeblum is actually coming up to the sideline. Looks like he may be okay. Just tripped up a little bit, possibly something wrong with his ankle. He was limping a little as he was coming off the field, but he looks like he's kind of okay now.
Definitely not a great player to lose, but he does look like he's on the field there. And he is going to come back out into the play.
Zeblum entering the game along with number 99, Fred Vroman, with just a little over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. North Penn Knights lead 14-0 with a 3rd and 4 in CB West territory. Another crucial key 3rd down for the North Penn Knights. They have a 3-back set, and there's going to be a flag. I believe that's for illegal motion on Zach Thomas. He was not set when they snapped the football.
Yeah, but Kevin Zeblum back in the game. Looks like it was probably just a twist that he got on his ankle, like we showed you in the replay. Nothing too serious. Probably just walked it off on the sidelines.
Again, as we saw just on that play, it was very clear. We could see illegal motion on Zach Thomas. He just continued to move before the ball was snapped, and you can't do that. That's a penalty. So North Penn will be set back a few yards. As North Penn huddles up yet again, and now they're faced with 3rd and 9. Again, different situation. You move from 3rd and 4, which might be a run, to a 3rd and 9, which is probably a pass.
More than likely. And this is what we are looking forward to in the North Penn team. We want to see it get up in the air. We want to see him get it down the field that way.
So 3rd and 9, Brockington split to the near side. Also a split wide out to the far side. Dane Mangel Spurrier drops back. He evades the pass rush, throws the ball away. Did not have an open receiver. Kevin Zeblum was open across the middle earlier, but again was being covered by number 12, Chris McGinn of Central Bucks West. Mangel Spurrier had nowhere to go. He threw it away.
Absolutely. The North Penn line just didn't do quite good enough job in keeping those Bucks out. And great job on the Bucks defense, really pushing through there and putting pressure on Dane Mangel Spurrier.
So, again, you can see Dane Mangel Spurrier doing a great job at quarterback for the North Penn Knights. Again, here we have an instant replay. You can see Mangel Spurrier snaps the football, drops back. He evades the pass rush originally, tries to toss it, and gets hit after he throws the football, possibly rushing the passer. Punt taken by number 11, Aaron Kennedy, as we were going through that replay. Punt by number 22, Pat McCourt, gets into the hands of Kennedy, and he is just tackled way deep in his own territory.
Yeah, absolutely. North Penn special teams did a great job on that run. Kept the Bucks return really confined and kept it back.
And so it will be 1st down for the Central Bucks West Bucks on their own 15-yard line. 3:21 to go here in the first half. The Bucks split out, looks like 2 wideouts. And there's the snap. The handoff is to number 5, James West, but Brian Elschler able to read the play, gets a hand on West. Very little gain for CB West. Actually, somewhat of a gain. 5 yards. It will be 2nd and 5 for CB West again. Didn't look like a whole lot of a gain, but West kept pumping his legs.
Yeah. But, again, that stick-em defense that we were looking for in North Penn, they really are not letting this run get through any big yardage.
And so it is 2nd and 5 for CB West. DiGiacomo is taking the snap. He hands it off again to number 5, James West, who is again tackled by the North Penn defense. Pickup of about 2 yards. It will be 3rd down and about 3 for CB West. North Penn not giving up too much, not giving up any big plays.
Absolutely, and that's what they were really looking to see, and they were really trying not to get too overconfident. And that's what they used up the last of that timeouts for was to keep themselves grounded and not get too overconfident.
And it looks like they haven't needed to use any of those timeouts. Hasn't really become an issue. Again, smart move by the Knights to use their timeouts early, get them settled, get them scoring. So it is a 3rd and 3 for CB West. Ball taken by DiGiacomo. Number 5, West is hit, and it's a fumble. Ball is picked up, and North Penn has recovered it. That is the 2nd fumble of the game by CB West, and North Penn doing what was done to them before.
Absolutely. A great play by number 4, Andy McCormick, picking up that fumble and not letting West get the recovery. Again, those turnovers like we were talking about before. North Penn has not had one fumble yet this game, but they have turned over on 2 of West's turnovers, on West fumbles.
So North Penn on the CB West 20-yard line. They have about a 2-minute drill, 1:58 to go here in the first half. Just remarkable what North Penn is doing, and if they can score here and go up 21-0, that's a significant statement coming into halftime.
Absolutely. North Penn is really capitalizing on their drives.
So Dane Mangle-Spurrier has one wide out to the near side, Phil Riccardi. He's got 2 backs, possibly an offsides by CB West. No flag. Dane Mangle-Spurrier throws the ball, tries to get it to Andy McCormick off his fingertips. It will be 2nd and 10.
Andy McCormick there also showing his versatility as a receiver. Did a great job getting to where that ball was at, and just a little bit outside of his reach, but did a great job in getting to that ball.
If I had to name a player of the game so far in this contest, I would have to say it'd be Andy McCormick.
Absolutely. He's been all over the field, defensively, offensively. He's been everywhere and is really doing a terrific job.
And so with 1:53 to go here in the first half, Dane Mangle-Spurrier will take the snap for the Knights. He rolls left. Spurrier drops back to pass. He had a wide open Kevin Zeblin, but the ball, again, just off his fingertips. A little bit overthrown, and that would have been 6.
It absolutely would have. Kevin Zeblin had a wide open shot there. And like you said, just Spurrier was just a little bit over Zeblin's reach. But Zeblin did a great job of getting off the line and really getting out there to an open position where Spurrier could set him up to it.
Again, as we know, the Knights put so much emotion into these football games, as do the Central Bucks West Bucks, but could Spurrier possibly be just a little too excited? Again, this is a very high-intensity moment for the Knights.
It is. Every one of these North Penn Bucks games is really high-strung.
And so we are looking at a 3rd and 10 for the North Penn Knights. They have a trip set to the near side. Could it be an offsides? No offsides by West. Pass is given to number 4, Andy McCormick. Makes a nice cut, and he will... Yes, McCormick will pick up the first down. It will be 1st and 10 for the North Penn Knights. It looks like he got out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Again, North Penn coming through in the tough situations.
Absolutely. McCormick, again, doing a great job. That pass was actually a little bit low, but he still managed to pick it up.
Again, we watch it again. You can see pressure, but McCormick just picks it up, runs it downfield, and then picked up by the CB West defensive player. If not for him, he would have been in the end zone, but just smart, great play. And again, to avoid the pass rush, Spurrier doing a great job leading this team at quarterback.
And good coverage on the West defense, trying to pick up that not get the full touchdown.
First down, Spurrier has it himself, but he is taken down in the backfield by number 44, Marat Madanov, a 5'7", 190 defensive tackle, moves very quickly, very much like a Mark Messerschmidt from North Penn. Marat Madanov for CB West able to get that tackle.
Absolutely. The two teams play very similar. There are a lot of comparisons between the players and have styles that are very much similar.
Again, we see it again.
Taken down.
He's taken down and, again, reaching for his face mask, but North Penn able to pick up a little yardage. It is 2nd down. Spurrier drops back to pass. He's rolling, fires it away. Zeblum almost one-handed caught that. It was very high in the air, almost being picked up by number 14, James Weiberly of CB West. So we are looking at a third down for the Knights.
That was a tremendous reach on Zeblum's part for such a wild throw for Spurio, almost trying to throw that away. Zeblum did a great job in almost catching that one.
So again, another crucial third down for the Knights. A couple passes have just been off the fingertips, but again, North Penn able to come through in crucial third down situations. What do you look for here? Again, North Penn crowd getting pumped up, clapping and stomping on this crucial third and goal for the Knights.
Here's just high-strung emotions playing a part. The crowd really getting North Penn team riled up.
They've got to do it here. Spurio back to pass, delivers it. And it looks like Brockington fell down. The pass would have been to Brockington, but also great coverage by CB West on that play by number 43, Clay Lepley. And so it will be fourth down. Might we be looking for a field goal here?
Very possibly. Like you said before, this is very much so in the range of Bobby Mancino. And West did a surprisingly good job on coverage of that passing play.
And so timeout, CB West, as North Penn prepares to kick a field goal. Number 90, Brian Ushler, setting up to kick the field goal. Looks like it'll be about approximately, give or take a little, a 28-yard field goal, definitely within range.
Yeah, most definitely. Head coach Cuthbert of the West looks like he's trying to do the same thing that North Penn did early on, and just kind of gather his team, get their thoughts together, and try to pull together a defense against the North Penn.
And with 55.8 seconds to go here in the first half, it's a classic case of icing the kicker.
Absolutely.
Icing the kicker. So Brian Ushler preparing to kick a field goal. If North Penn does kick this field goal, it will be 17-0 North Penn. If not, CB West will get possession, and you can see the coaches and players on the North Penn sideline. Just a lot of enthusiasm as we prepare to get done the first half. North Penn could have a lead as high as 17-0. Mark Messerschmidt, number 53, doing a great job as a real spark plug.
But again, the North Penn coaches still trying to keep their teammates, their team members, controlled and calm, and still maintain some control over this round.
So Ushler back to kick the field goal. There's the snap. The snap is perfect. Ushler's field goal is up, and it is good. The North Penn Knights lead is 17-0 on a perfect kick by Brian Ushler. And the North Penn crowd is coming to its feet as the Knights, with 51.7 seconds to go here in the first half, lead 17-0. This is unprecedented, Andrew.
Everybody on the North Penn side, including the coaches and team members, and even water boys are getting involved. They're all jumping around on these sidelines. Really so excited over the North Penn performance so far in this game.
And so 51.7 seconds left. You don't want to give up the kickoff return here. Don't want to go with a little bit of a shift of emotions coming into halftime. But North Penn definitely riding high, leading by 17 here against the number 1 team in the state, CB West.
Absolutely. North Penn making a tremendous comeback from their number 6 slot, coming up against the number 1 team right now.
And so Brian Ushler, who just kicked the field goal, will be kicking it off for the North Penn Knights. Again, you can see him jumping up and down, very excited is this North Penn squad, and CB West is stunned.
Absolutely. They did not expect to have this much opposition from the North Penn team this year.
And so Ushler back to kick. Ushler, a 6'5", 230 junior, very tall. He also plays tight end and D-line for the Knights, and he is kicking the ball off. And here we go. It's a low kick. Again, tries to fool him, but West is able to handle it. Taken by number 24, Derek Kinzel, a 5'9", 168 player from CB West. And CB West will have about 46.7 seconds to try to get this ball into the end zone.
That was a very good job by Phil Riccardi on the North Penn team, really getting in there and not getting a lot of return yardage on after the kick was taken.
Phil Riccardi, a 5'11", 170 junior, doing a great job for the North Penn Knights squad. We'll continue to see him as we go into next year. Again, Ushler, Riccardi, some of the key players for the North Penn Knights as they continue to go, all of them juniors. So CB West will have a 1st and 10. DiGiacomo drops back to pass. He's got a pass rush coming from number 80, Deji Akintoye, and number 99, Fred Vroman, and number 40, Sean Brockington. pummel the West receiver, and it will be 2nd and long.
Absolutely great coverage by the North Penn defense, just not letting West get anywhere with that ball. Even forcing them back behind their own into their own backfield.
The clock is running 22, 21, 20 as CB West sets up this time with 2 wideouts to the near side. West drops back to pass. Good pressure from the Knights. Gets it, and it is caught by number 4, Kyle Myers, a senior for CB West. But there is a flag on the play. Clock stopped with 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Personal foul, clipping on the Knights, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and I think that's an automatic first down.
Yeah, that was a good job by Kyle Myers of West. He really got out there in front of his defender and made sure that pass happened.
Don't know who it was on, but in any case, the Knights drop it back 4 safeties just to make sure with 8 seconds to go this will most likely be the last play. Excuse me, it was not clipping, it was roughing the passer. That will be 15 yards tacked on to the pass.
Is a very large penalty. North Penn does not, with the advantage that they have right now, they do not want to spoil what they do have by fouling West.
10 yards tacked onto the play, so CB West in North Penn territory at the 41-yard line. 1 shot to go. North Penn drops back 4 safeties. And time has run out. Timeout Central Bucks West. A little bit of confusion. The scoreboard reads no time left, but I believe they will credit the timeout to CB West, so they will be able to get off one more play. A little bit of a confusing situation there.
Definitely. Not much West can really accomplish with this short period of time that they do have. Like you said, we're not entirely sure how much time we do have left in this quarter due to a little bit of confusion. But there's not a lot West can accomplish unless they're going for a real Hail Mary kind of thing down in the end zone.
Again, off a penalty. The pass was in the middle of the field, but there was a penalty tacked onto it. I'm not quite sure if the time continues to run after they place the ball. A little bit of a confusing situation. But in any case, CB West will get one more play. No time left on the clock, so this will be the last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. But West comes out on the field. North Penn has 4 safeties and 3 wideouts, trips to the far side. So no time left, but CB West will get one more play. Drops back to pass. Good pressure from North Penn.
There is a
West
flag on the play.
Flag on the play. West gets the pass off. And it is batted down by North Penn. But again, flag on the play. We're going to have to see if this is a defensive penalty. CB West will get one more chance. If it is an offensive penalty, that's the end of the half.
North Penn coach is signaling a decline symbol.
Penalty is on CB West, so that will be the end of the first half. Absolute joy on the North Penn sideline because at halftime, the North Penn Knights are leading the Central Bucks West Bucks 17-0. Truly remarkable, Andrew.
Absolutely. Just all kinds of exuberation going down here on the North Penn sidelines.
And the dejected West squad going to have to go back into the locker room and see what they can do to fix themselves up for the second half. But again, the team's going to halftime. North Penn leads 17-0. We will be right back after this short break with the second half of North Penn and CB West from here in Crawford Stadium. North Penn leads at the half 17-0. Don't go away.
Algebra.
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 If no one's explained how algebra, geometry, and calculus can improve your future, demand that you be told. Call NACME. We'll tell you.
are back at Crawford Stadium on one beautiful night here in September. The North Penn Knights lead the CB West Bucks 17-0. Go ahead and circle that score, Andrew.
Right there. That's something we have not seen in a while from North Penn versus the CB West Bucks. Absolutely an amazing thing. Such a powerful North Penn team this first half.
Just simply shocking. And even the mascot's getting into the action.
Absolutely.
The North Penn mascot, the helmet, he's back. And he's ready for some action. Talking with some North Penn players, the helmet. Again, the North Penn Knights mascot. Let's throw it down to Dan Oldham. Dan Oldham's our field reporter down the field, and he's got some news at the half. Dan.
Thanks, guys. So far, the only injuries to report are number 64 senior lineman Brian Grimison. He was having his ankle taped early in the second quarter. He will return in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dan. And the captain's going back out to the field again. We have just the understanding that CB West will be receiving since North Penn received in the first half. But let's just talk a little bit about that first half. Andrew, what enabled the Knights to just pound CB West the way they did?
Well, North Penn's aggressiveness and absolute desire and raw emotion in this game to really get back at these Bucks for those many years that they've been belittled and held down and unable to defeat those Bucks.
So North Penn, again, in the locker room, I would suspect that the tone was very much one of humility. Keep it simple. Don't get overconfident, because if you do, you know that the number one team in the state can come back to bite you.
Absolutely. I think much of the same thing was probably going on in the Bucks locker room as well. The coach is telling them, look, this is not a team that you can screw around with. You can't get overconfident. You may be number one, but you can't get overconfident in this game. This team is a strong team, and you need to play hard and keep it going.
Again, in the second half, looking for those trademark trick plays from CB West. The wingback release pass that absolutely killed North Penn in the game of the century back in 1999. These are the types of plays that North Penn's defense will have to react to in the second half.
Yeah.
And so number 90, Brian Ushler, back to start off the second half with a kickoff. And the ball is in the air. It's a low, hard line drive taken by number 22, Jeff Moberg. Moberg breaks a couple tackles. Fumble! Forced fumble by number 5, Phil Riccardi.
And it does look like a North Penn recovery.
And I believe the Knights have it. Still a fight down below. Possession is not clear yet. The Knights believe they have it. It is Knights football. Forced fumble. Beautiful play by number 5, Phil Riccardi forced it. And the Knights have the first possession of the second half. This is simply amazing, Andrew.
Absolutely unbelievable. The Knights coming from 5 fumbles in their own game last week, now going to 3 turnovers on the Bucks and capitalizing them all 3 times. It's absolutely unbelievable and a total turnaround from last week with the Knights.
Unprecedented, and I'm sure that the Knights want to score here. Just pound that stake into the Bucks. They've continued to... The Bucks winning for so many years, the Knights have got to be a little bit happy about this. Mangelsbury drops back with the snap, drop back to pass. Passes over to number 2, Kevin Zeblum, and the pass is caught. He's inside the 20-yard line. The Knights have a first down. Things are looking beautiful from this side of the stands, Andrew.
Oh, absolutely. Kevin Zeblum there doing a great job on trying to get to that pass. And here's that return, and the fumble was right there. Over there, number 30, I believe it was, did an absolute great job trying to get the catch. But
I believe that's Sean Day, number 30, who might have recovered it. I know number 5, Phil Riccardi, forced it.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful play. And so the Knights have another first down. Mangelsbury hands it off to the inside to number 4, Andy McCormick, who picks up his usual 4 yards. And the Knights continue to drive. They've just been excelling on all aspects of the game: offense, defense, special teams. Elucidate a little bit.
Absolutely. The Knights, like I said before, raw emotion has played a large part in this game. Knights being so emotional and so forcible and just absolutely domineering this game.
And so the Knights, with a second and about 7 in CB West territory, have the ball and are looking to score again as we start off this second half. 17-0. North Penn leads with 10:48 to go in the second half. 10:48 to go in the third quarter. Handoff is to number 6, Zach Thomas, and he picks up a few yards, and it'll be about a 3rd and 2. Nice run by Zach Thomas, able to get to the outside and pick up a few yards.
Also, good stop by number 43, Clay Leppi for CB West. Did a great job on picking up on that run and not letting the kid too far.
And so it'll be a 3rd and short for North Penn down to the West 10-yard line. So, again, looking to score here.
Absolutely, and the North Penn really has the drive, and as we've seen earlier this game, the absolute capability to score and really capitalize.
And so North Penn setting up. He's got a wide out to the near side, number 40, Sean Brockington. Toss to number 2, Kevin Zeblum, nothing doing. The Knights will have a 4th down. Might they kick a field goal here? I think it's too close to punt. I think you got to go for the field goal.
Yeah, more than likely. That was a nice screen attempt there to number 6, Zach Thomas. Sorry. But unfortunately, not quite successful. West had pushed back the line a little bit and managed to pick up on that right away.
And so they will attempt the field goal. It will be a 30-yard field goal for Brian Ushler. He's already kicked one. Will he be able to kick another? West is just itching to block this. Ball is up. And it's good. The ball gets over the upright. Nice rainbow kick, and the Knights are up 20-0.
Absolutely. We talked about before, if we had to name an MVP, it would have been Andy McCormick early on in the game. I'll tell you another one. Another key player to this North Penn team has been Brian Ushler, absolutely nailing every kick that he's done. His kickoffs, punts, and field goals have been absolutely amazing and right where they need to be to for the North Penn to really do a capitalize and really do a great job.
What do you think West is thinking right now? They're down 20-0. They lost their 3rd fumble of the game. Number 1 team in the state, and they're down by 20 points, and they're in the second half. What are you thinking if you're a CB West Buck?
Well, if I was CB West, it'd be, oh my God, I can't believe that this just happened. Because I know they did not expect how badly they were beat last week by Penn Ridge. West was just not expecting this much aggression and absolute skill from the North Penn team.
And let's not forget, West won, I believe, last week 49-0 over Abington. So a complete role reversal coming this week in CB West North Penn game, and the Blue Crew is absolutely going crazy.
Absolutely. A recent revamping and re-addition to the Blue Crew to the North Penn cheering squad. They've been doing a great job this year keeping the crowd spirits up.
And so Ushler back to kick it off. The ball is in the air. This is another low, hard line drive, but it gets a North Penn bounce, and it's taken down at the 9-yard line by CB West. One missed tackle, and number 42, Pete Harrell, who took it, is taken down at approximately the 25-yard line. So CB West will have to try to get something together offensively, Andrew. That was just a crazy kick North Penn just had. I mean, look at that. The ball just kind of rolls up like a rainbow.
Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Just floated right through.
And so on the 25-yard line, CB West has a 1st and 10. North Penn Knights lead 20-0, 9:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. CB West's handoff is to number 11, Aaron Kennedy, breaks one tackle, gets to the outside and is pushed out of bounds by number 6, Zach Thomas, for a significant gain, about 8 or 9 yards.
Absolutely. Aaron Kennedy and James West have really been 2 key players to this CB West team. Defensively and offensively have really made some plays happen for him.
And it's going to be a 2nd and about 1. This gives you, like we had said last game, a lot of options on a 2nd and 1. You can pass, you can run.
Absolutely, it's totally open.
And so DiGiacomo will take the snap. He's got a 2-back set and 1 wide receiver on the far side. DiGiacomo takes the snap, hands it off to number 11, Aaron Kennedy, and nothing doing. He may have gotten the 1st down. It's going to be very close.
And North Penn doing a
yes,
good job
he did. He did get the 1st down. So CB West will have a 1st down at about the 36-yard line. North Penn, again, can't get complacent defensively. They are up 20-0, but they've got to continue their defensive strength.
Absolutely.
Number 3, Chris Brown, now entering the game. You can see number 6, Zach Thomas, splitting out to cover the 1 wide receiver. Again, 1 wide receiver, 2-back set. Snap taken. Number 5, James West. Nothing doing again. Picks up only about 3 yards. Again, excellent job by the North Penn defense. They're limiting them for the most part, except for that one run to the outside by Kennedy, to very short runs.
Absolutely. It's actually pretty interesting to see Chris Brown back in the game, kind of returning more to his original role. Before he was a quarterback, he was on the defensive end of things.
And so West will have a second and about 6. 8:06, 8:05 left in the third quarter as West takes a snap, pitches it out to number 5, James West, but he's met with resistance from North Penn, and he is taken down. Number 22, Pat McCourt, playing a significant role in that play. Also number 53, Mark Messerschmidt. Messerschmidt's been coming up big all game.
Oh, he did a great job. It was also rather unfortunate for West, really, that he had 2 of his own men trying to create a block system for him there, but they just kind of mashed together, and West lost his footing and tripped kind of over his own 2 guys. It was rather unfortunate for West.
So we are looking now at a third down and about 9 for CB West. They do have one wide out. Kyle Myers split to the near side. He's being covered by number 5, Phil Riccardi. Drop back to snap to Giacomo. Giacomo looks, throws deep. He's got a wide open James West, who makes the reception down the far sideline.
That was absolutely what North Penn did not need. They got a little lax in their coverage. They did not stick him as tight as possible. However, it does look like an injury down there on the field.
Looks like an injury. Can't tell who it's to. You can see number 13, Joe DiGiacomo, looking over it. And I believe they're going to call that out of bounds. Much to the dismay of the Bucs fans, that is going to be out of bounds, and they're going to take an official timeout.
Let's take another look at that play.
Again, you can see everybody sets. DiGiacomo takes the snap, looks right, then looks left, pumps it, throws it deep.
Right here, he caught, and right there where he stumbled, his leg didn't quite hit. Totally healthy there. Very unfortunate for West.
And so James West, a key player on this CB West squad, may be hurt. Again, you can see the athletic training staff tending to West. The other thing is, I don't think he got his feet in bounds. I think, as you can see, as he was falling, his feet were kind of over top of the line, and part of it was out, part of it was in.
Absolutely. To really have it in, you have to have both feet set and touch the ground in bounds before you can go out.
And so it will be a 4th down for CB West. They will have to punt. Again, Thomas and Zeblum back for the Knights. James West
is getting to his feet. It's very unfortunate for the Bucs. West has been a very crucial player to their offensive and defensive lines.
It's nice that West is okay.
It really is. It's great to see a player, an injured player, get up and walk off on his own power.
And so 4th down, CB West will be punting. Might we see a fake here?
It's very possible.
Ooh, that might be an offsides on North Penn. No, they're not going to call it. The punt is up and away. It's high. It's booming, and it's taken by number 6, Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas makes a cut, avoids 2 CB West players, and continues to run up the right side of the field. There's a flag on the play. He is tackled by number 25, Tony DeBrino, but again, there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort things out.
Zach Thomas doing an absolute fabulous job of fitting right into his role. He juked out number 44 and number 12 of the CB West Bucs and just left them on the ground. He juked so hard they just couldn't get the traction and fell flat down.
But we'll have to see what this flag is. It's going to be hands to the face on CB West. I don't know if they'll decline that. Or not. Again, penalties have played a key role here. Again, hands to the face. It's illegal block in the back on the Knights. So it will remain illegal block in the back on the Knights. So it will be a 1st down, but it will be a 1st down for the Knights because the penalty occurred after the play. So there is a 1st and 10 for the North Penn Knights. The ball on their own 22-yard line. Taken by number 6, Zach Thomas, and he is thrown to the ground by number 44, Marat Madanov. Been doing a great job this game for CB West.
Oh, absolutely. Forcibly took him down. Almost looked like a wrestling move there. just absolutely took him right to the ground. Marat Madanov doing an excellent job.
Great job by Marat Madanov. And so, as you can see, Kevin Zeblum, Sean Brock coming out of the game. Michael Spurio coming in. It will be a 2nd and long for North Penn. Again, great play by Madanov. Forces the Knights into a tricky situation, but they have split out. No split ends. It's a tight set. Takes a snap, hands it off inside to number 4. Andy McCormick picks up a few. Not a whole lot. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 9.
Just didn't really even get a chance to get that run started. Just kind of fell short there. But again, Andy McCormick really doing a great job in keeping the ball moving.
Yep. And so we are looking at a 3rd and 9. Again, you may see a pass here, 9 yards deep in their own territory. They can afford to throw that pass because a run may not necessarily get them all the yards that they would need.
Absolutely. More than likely, this ball is going to go in the air for the Knights.
And so North Penn breaks the huddle. It is a 3rd and 9. The ball on their own 23-yard line. They're in a tight set again. Andy McCormick is split out, and we do have a flag on the play. Delay of game called on North Penn.
North Penn, this is not what they needed. They are in the lead, but they cannot get lax in their playing and let these kind of penalties occur.
So some new personnel coming in for the Knights. 3rd and 14, totally different situation. Every 5 yards, it pretty much changes. You can go from a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6 to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Knights now have a 3rd and 14 from their own 18-yard line. A couple wideouts split out for the Knights. Spurrier drops back to pass. He's got a rush, and he is sacked deep in his own territory by number 22, Jeff Moberg. Moberg only 5'5", but a powerful pass rusher, and he just sacked Spurrier.
Absolutely. Spurrier saw the pressure, but just couldn't decide what to do. A little bit of an indecision there, and it did cost him that yardage. It looks like they're back about on their own 5.
So they're down back to about their own 5-yard line. Now, in this case, your punter, number 22, Pat McCord, has to be careful not to step out of the back of the end zone, because if he does, that's an automatic safety.
Yeah.
And so here we go.
Number 11 and number 28 back for West.
Snap is good. Kick is good. Taken by number 11, Aaron Kennedy. Tries to go left. Evades 1 tackler. Evades 2 tacklers. Evades 3 and 4, but trips and falls. Trips and falls at about the North Penn 30-yard line. Let's take another look at that last sack, and let's just try to see what happened, how he was able to evade him. Look at him right there.
Number 43. Oh, sorry, number 22 actually coming just right out of the front field. Absolutely just flying in there and taking Dane out.
Significant rush. Again, you can see right there that twosome. 22 and 43, able to do great things. Ball is taken. Nothing doing for CB West. It will be a 2nd down. Again, we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot from Crash and Bash so far this game. Rich and Alton have not had that significant of a contribution. Instead, it's been coming from players like Moberg. And so CB West set up with a 2nd and 7 at the North Penn 25-yard line. Handoff is inside, taken by number 11, Aaron Kennedy, and he is taken down by number 6, Zach Thomas. Somewhat of a gain on the play, and it'll be about a 3rd and 3. Again, CB West picking up a little yardage, possibly trying to start that momentum with that big sack.
Very possible. It almost seems as if Aaron Kennedy is trying to earn some yardage for his fallen friend there, James West. He has really taken up the slack and moved this ball with that incredible punt return.
And the loss of West has to have significant repercussions for this West offense. Ball's taken by number 43, Clay Lepley. He gets to the outside, and number 6, Zach Thomas, and number 90, Brian Elshler, try to take him down, but that will be a first down, and the West crowd is alive again.
Absolutely. That was an incredible straight arm right there by number 43. Did a great job on keeping his the North Penn defense away from himself.
I would think that North Penn's objective here would be obviously first to try to keep the shutout, which would be very impressive, but secondly, try to run some time off the clock. Again, there's only 3:11 here to go in the third quarter, and North Penn does have a significant lead.
Absolutely, and they really do want to keep that lead.
One player split out for CB West to the near side. DiGiacomo drops back, hands it off to the inside, and that is a touchdown. Number 43, Clay Lepley, goes in for the score, and just like that, it's 20-6. The Knights' lead is cut to 14.
That's exactly what you were just talking about. The Knights really wanted to stop that, but seemed to not quite have the same drive on their defense that they did in that first half, where they were absolutely shutting down the West offense.
I don't think they're necessarily spent, but perhaps they're just trying to get a breather, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not considering the fact that they're spent. Just don't quite seem to have the same drive as they did in those first two quarters.
A very good point. So does West go for 2 here? Does West go for the extra point here?
In this case, I would think they would play it safe, but you never know.
West is, as a matter of fact, going for the extra point. Tony DeBrino holding. Knights will try to get a strong rush here. The kick is up, and it is good. CB West had some kicking problems in years past, but they seem to be fixed now, and the Knights' lead is cut to 13. What does North Penn have to do off this kickoff? And you can hear both sidelines cheering. North Penn trying to pep up their own guys. CB West congratulating their players on scoring. Remarkable as that sounds. And let's look at a replay of that touchdown run right there. Again, you can see DiGiacomo hands it off to Lepley, and Lepley's just got a huge hole.
Number 43 right there did an amazing job with his blockers in hand, just plowing and powering right through that hole.
And so, again, North Penn's lead cut to 13. They have to drive it down the field here and show some sense of strength, I would think, Andrew.
Absolutely. North Penn really needs to capitalize on this drive and move it down the field and really show West that they are still in this game and that they are still here to win.
Again, last year, CB West won here at Crawford Stadium 13-7. Different situation this year. The Knights lead 20-7. A role reversal from last week. CB West has lost 3 fumbles and fumbled the football 3 times. North Penn has been able to score 13 points off those turnovers. Crucial, Andrew.
Absolutely crucial. It was just as crucial for North Penn last week when they fumbled the ball 5 times and did lose the turnover 3 times to Penn Ridge.
Kevin Akins, Sean Brockington, and I believe that's Kevin Zeblum are the 3 players back to receive. Number 14, James Weiberly, getting ready to kick off. But again, North Penn with 3 returners back. Is that strange to you?
Yes, but again, you have that versatility and interchangeable parts like you've talked about before with the speed of Kevin Zeblum. And
Weiberly's kickoff is superb, and that will roll into the end zone. That will be a touchback, and the Knights will have to start from their own 20-yard line. Great kick by Weiberly.
Absolutely. Like you said before, West has had some kicking problems in the past, but they are definitely resolved now with 2 very good, solid kicks back-to-back.
So North Penn will start from its own 20-yard line with 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. North Penn leads 20-7, but again, needs a drive here to show that it can stand up to West. North Penn again in a tight set. CB West adjusting their defense, and now Luke Kuklik set in motion. Number 8, Dane Minglesbury hands it off to number 6, Zach Thomas. Thomas picks up a couple of yards, 2 or 3, and so the Knights will have a 2nd and about 7.
Zach Thomas, just an absolute great player. Great on his feet, quick, finds some holes and really drives that ball and moves it down the field.
So North Penn again with a 2nd and 7 from their own 23-yard line, eating up as much clock as they can. I know there's still 12 minutes of fourth quarter to play, but again, North Penn has to be thinking about eating up clock with runs down the middle of the field. And so North Penn set in a 2nd down Spurio flips it out to Thomas, and Thomas is taken down in the backfield at his own 18-yard line. West is going wild. Great play there by number 55, Gene Rich.
Gene Rich, a big boy. He's 6'1" at 255. One of the Crash and Bash duo. He's had 26 pancake blocks, 6 sacks, and 42 unassisted tackles. He's an absolute great player.
Season.
Yep.
He's, like his coach has said, he's a devastating run blocker. Does a great job of blocking the run, and that's exactly what he did right there to Zach Thomas. So it will be a 3rd and 12 for the Knights. They split 2 wide receivers to the far side. Spurio instead hands it off to the inside to McCormick. And McCormick may have picked up the first down, and I believe he did.
Again, showing McCormick's versatility and that absolute drive that he has. He's a great runner.
Another crucial 3rd down conversion for the Knights if they get it. They are not going to call it 3rd down. It will be 4th down, just short. Do you go for it here, or do you take no chances and punt it away?
For North Penn, I think they want to try to get it, as far as they can, but I think they're going to go for it. As close as they are, they're going to try for the first down.
They have Brian Nuschel in there just in case. Still unsure if they're going to go for it again. It looks like it's 4th and about 2 feet, maybe even 1 foot, very close. And they are going to go for it. Dane Mangel-Spurion is in at quarterback. Crucial play, 4th down.
And inches.
As the seconds tick away, this may be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They split out 2 wideouts. Spurrio's got 2 backs. The Knight helmet is running wild. And there's going to be a flag, and that may be a false start on the North Penn Knights, and it is offsides on the North Penn Knights, and North Penn is going to be going to a 4th and 6, and they're going to have to punt. The Bucks have gotten some life in the Mandrew, and this is a scary thing for North Penn.
Absolutely. North Penn trying probably a little bit too hard to come back from that Bucks score, and so got a little too tense and overexcited. But they really do need to put it together, pull it together, and get some drives down the field because they can't let the Bucks run wild like they have.
Court back to punt. The punt is up and away. It's a high punt, but a little bit short. Taken by number 24, Derek Kinzel, and he is smashed at midfield by number 81, I believe. Yes, number 81, Mark Lewinko, with a great tackle in the middle of the field.
Yeah, absolutely did a great job on taking him down.
And so number 99, Fred Vroman, leaves the game, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Bucks on the North Penn side of the field. If they score again, this is going to be a close football game.
It'll be a very close football game. North Penn does need to pull it together and put a stop to these Bucks.
Again, they can't be overconfident. North Penn on defense, CB West on offense. They hand it off on the inside to number 24. Taken out downfield by number 42, Dave Broderick. Again, spark plug on special teams and very minimal gain on what could have been a big play for Derek Kinzel.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we need to see from North Penn if they want to keep this win. They got to stay focused and keep the running game for the Bucks to a minimal.
And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. North Penn picking up a field goal at the beginning of the quarter. Off a fumble, but also 7 points scored here by the CB West Bucks as they get on the board. It is 20-7. CB West CB West is trailing. It seems so odd, but North Penn is in the lead against CB West. Let's take a look at that last play where Dave Broderick just totally brought down Derek Kinzel. And again, you can see, gets it over to Derek Kinzel.
Right there, number 24, taken out. Great job by the North Penn player right there.
And that North Penn player was number 42, Dave Broderick. Again, he's hit 17 tackles in the last 2 games. Very much like Fred Vroman, plays with intensity.
Yeah, absolute aggression. Both of those players are very tough and really throw their body and take down the opposition.
And the crowd here is just absolutely pumped up as well, Andrew, with the Marching Knights and the Color Guard and the Blue Crew and all the devoted fans. North Penn and CB West now, with a touchdown, are really getting pumped up. There's a lot of emotion in this football
Absolutely.
game.
West brought along their mascot and their cheerleaders, and not to mention their band. They're just as pumped as North Penn is about this game. They're absolutely excited that the Bucks are on the go.
And so the handoff to number 11, Aaron Kennedy, and he is taken down for a minimal gain. Again, number 81, Mark Lewinko, doing a great job. He's really on fire these last couple of plays.
Absolutely. Didn't see much of him from the first half, but saw him kind of start to work his way in the beginning of this third quarter, and has really started moving up and doing a great job defensively.
Another crucial junior, and it will be 3rd and about 7 for the CB West Bucks as Lewinko comes out of the game after a job well done. So we are looking at a 3rd down. Crucial play again for the CB West, but nobody is split out. DeJamo with a long count takes a snap and going back to pass. McCormick trying to get pressure on him, and an excellent play made by number 5, Phil Riccardi. Got his hand in there, and a flag by the ref. Are they going to call that pass interference, Andrew?
I don't know. He was there pretty quick, but I think that was just a good, clean block on his part. He might have reached in a little bit, but I think that was a really great defensive coverage.
Let's take a look. Let's see what the ref has to say. Illegal man downfield called on CB West. Let's take a look at that one more time on the instant replay. And again, you look here, and you can see Phil Riccardi will be coming inside on the screen right there.
Right there. That was beautiful pass coverage by Phil Riccardi, number 5. I can't say any more on that coverage. So tight and beautiful. Did a great job on that.
Just does not get much better than that. Just reached his hand in there without interfering with the pass. Made a play on the ball and did a great job. Refs get their flags back. Again, you can see the North Penn Marching Knights trying to get the crowd pumped up. And this crowd is very excited as their Knights lead 20-7, and it is 4th down for Western. I think they will punt. Even though there's 11:14 to go and we're in the 4th quarter, I think you may see West punt here. Don't want to take any chances. The snap is perfect. The kick is up, it's high, and it's deep, and it will be taken by number 2, Kevin Zeblum. Rushing down the right side of the field, makes a couple cuts, does a great job, and is taken down by number 25, Tony DeBrino, and several other members of the CB West squad at about the 31-yard line. But there's a player down. Kevin Zeblum is hurt, Andrew.
Kevin Zeblum did a good job at dodging in there. It did look like he fell and slid a little bit there at the end of his run. We'll have to see what happens here.
This would not be good for the Knights. A hush falls over Crawford Stadium as we see that Kevin Zeblum looks like he's hurt. Let's take a look at this one more time. I'd like to see how the injury might have happened.
Right there, you see where his leg kind of went underneath of him as he went down for at the end of that run there. But he did do some good yardage, but going underneath of that, it doesn't speak well. A lot of possible injuries that could happen from that.
That just did not really look that natural. Might be an injury to his knee, might be an injury to his ankle, but it's on his right leg. In any case, Kevin Zeblum looks like he's hurt. He is conscious. That's a good thing.
Seems very aware of his surroundings. The physical trainers checking out the leg.
Athletic training staff here at North Penn High School does a great job. Let's take one more look at this. Again, you can see the rush, and then
right there when his leg went underneath. It does not look good for Kevin.
Kevin Zeblum, again, still being attended to. Nodding his head, getting himself some Powerade. Head athletic trainer Chris Fry on the left, student trainer Doug Mahan on the right. And it looks like Zeblum is getting up. Again, still some questions. You don't want to take any chances with a player like Kevin Zeblum.
Yeah, definitely not. It's great to see the trainers smiling and kind of joking a little bit.
Let's take one more look in super slow-mo.
And here it comes right about there is when he starts to go down, and that leg just there, just pulled just underneath of his thigh, and just kind of twisted his leg and probably strained it a little bit, pulling it back in underneath the rest of his body.
Again, not sure if it's the knee or the ankle. Perhaps the ankle might have gotten rolled or the knee might have popped out, but it looks like Zeblum is going to make an effort to get up. Let's get a report now from Dan Oldham. Dan, what do you see down there? You're right by Kevin Zeblum.
It appears as though Kevin Zeblum's knees and calves are cramping up on the run. It is a cold night, and the cold does have a factor. He's being rubbed down now by the trainers in his lower legs. Back up to you guys.
Thanks very much, Dan. Well, it appears to be a cramp. And again, cramps happen in cold weather like this. Cold front went through this morning, again, with that rain that we were talking about earlier, and has definitely impacted conditions here today.
Absolutely, and cramps can strike very suddenly. Like we saw on that run, he really did just kind of collapse. His leg most likely, just seized up, and he just couldn't keep going.
Now, what effect does this have on the momentum of the game? A play like this, again, it's just amazing. Kevin Zeblum able to get up, walk off under his own power. He is limping a little bit, not sure if he'll return. We'll be getting a report from Dan Oldham a little later regarding the exact status of Kevin Zeblum's injury. But in the meanwhile, again, North Penn does have a first down in their own territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, that really does affect the rhythm of the game. Both teams kind of get their rhythm thrown off in that kind of a situation.
Knights in a tight set. Handoff to number 4, Andy McCormick, trying to run for a couple yards, picks up maybe 2. And so it will be 2nd and 8 for the Knights as time continues to run off the clock. Under 11 minutes to go. The Knights just have to hold a 13-point lead, and they can pull off one of the biggest victories in North Penn High School's history, but they're going to have to stay composed.
Absolutely. Like you said, they really need that composure and really need to keep it together, pull it together, and keep control of this ball and move it down the field.
And so it will be a 2nd and about 8 for the Knights. Phil Riccardi split out to the far side. Brian Ushel lining up as a tight end on the near side. Fumble! Ball is picked up, I believe, by Zach Thomas. North Penn able to avert a major disaster there as Zach Thomas picks up the fumble, and now it will be 3rd and long. That was almost potentially deadly.
Absolutely. That's almost a little bit of a lapse into what we saw last week with bobbled snaps and just not keeping the hands on the ball.
Tricky situation as Ryan Knowlton comes out of the game, and Luke
and
Cooper
here it is again.
enters.
It just was a bad snap, and Dane Mangelsbury could just he didn't quite get a hold of the ball. Good thing Zach Thomas was on top of things and just managed to get a hold of it. It was right there where he just kind of dropped the snap there.
Right there. Dropped the snap while running with it. Dane Mangelsbury back to pass, launches it downfield, and it is intercepted by number... No. Yes, it is. It was intercepted by number 11, Aaron Kennedy of CB West. A little bit of confusion there. We weren't sure if it was intercepted by Aaron Kennedy or Derek Kinzel, but that is a major turnover, Andrew.
Yeah. Like you said before, Aaron Kennedy really picking up the slack since player West went off the field injured.
Time again of the essence, and we still do not see James West there. And I believe North Penn has called a timeout. Yes, North Penn has called a timeout. Try to straighten things out and get their heads back on their shoulders.
Absolutely, they really do. A fumble and an interception back-to-back is not the way to keep the ball moving down the field, and is, like I said before, kind of showing a little bit of that lapse back into last week.
Again, Aaron Kennedy doing a good job of pass coverage. Do you think Spurrier was attempting to throw it away?
It's possible he did have some pressure, but there was a player downfield that was in the general proximity.
We're receiving some scores from other Suburban 1 games as we speak, and that's why I can hear the crowd going, ooh and ah.
Yeah, the crowd is very interested in how the rest of the district is going.
And again, North Penn cannot look past next week either. Neshaminy was number 3 in the preseason top 10 rankings from the Patriot News in this state, so definitely not a team to look over.
Absolutely not. North Penn still trying to, in the middle of the gauntlet, trying to work their way through this preseason, early season games.
But right now they're facing off against the CB West Bucks, and the Bucks have a 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. The handoff is to number 11, Aaron Kennedy. Kennedy taken down by number 81, Mark Lewinko, stretches to get a couple more yards. But again, Kennedy picking up where West left off.
Absolutely a great runner for West. Really picking up the slack from like you said before, those seniors that graduated.
DiGiacomo pitches it out, and Kennedy is taken down by number 42, Dave Broderick. Broderick is doing some excellent things on defense.
Absolutely. He read that one perfectly and went straight after Aaron Kennedy and did not let him get a foot from where he was.
And so taken down in the backfield is Aaron Kennedy. It will be about a 3rd and 8 or a 3rd and 9 for CB West as we are under 9 minutes to play here in regulation. North Penn 20, CB West 7.
It looks like we have a replay here of that just right there, just stopped him dead. Did not even give him a chance to get anywhere at all on that play.
And so CB West faced with a 3rd down. Kennedy is in motion. DiGiacomo takes the snap, rolls back to pass. He's getting pressure from the North Penn defense, and he is forced to throw it away low, and CB West will have to punt.
Great job by number 41, Luke Kuklik. Got in there and just really capitalized on that pressure on DiGiacomo.
So it will be 4th down, 8:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. North Penn defense able to pressure the Bucks and able to force him to throw that ball away, and now it's 4th down.
Absolutely. The Bucks, I'm sure, are considering that the punt or go with it situation.
And West is going for it. Bold move, 8:21 to go here. West is split, trips out to the near side. DiGiacomo drops back, pressure from number 99, Fred Froman, and the North Penn crowd goes wild. North Penn has the football in CB West territory on one of the best plays I have honestly ever seen out of the hands of Fred Froman.
Absolutely. A classic Fred Froman is what we were looking at right there. He had a great job just coming right outside the line and getting right in and putting the pressure on DiGiacomo.
Number 42, Dave Broderick, also doing a great job. I'd like to see that play again. That was absolutely beautiful. He just rushed in from the outside, did a great job.
Here it is, right there. Fred Froman did an absolute wonderful job just coming around from the back end and taking him down.
And so North Penn has the football on the CB West 45-yard line. Possibly some motivation. If they can go down and score here, they would really be putting the icing on the cake for CB West. Run by number 4, Andy McCormick, desperately trying to hold on to the football, and does so. It will be 2nd and 5. McCormick, tough rushing all night.
Very tough rushing, and he's a tough rusher, and then really takes it and keeps going with it.
Derek Kinzel on the tackle for CB West, a key player tonight. Again, Kinzel and Kennedy, crucial for CB West in this game, picking up where some of the players of yesteryear have not necessarily always been.
Yeah. Dustin Machado was a great running back for West, and Kennedy really seems to have taken up that slack.
Spurrier hands it off again to number 4, Andy McCormick, trying to run for the 1st down and picks up the 1st down. North Penn with another 1st down. They're now inside the 35. McCormick helped up by number 42, Dave Broderick, but he is limping a little bit now, kind of regaining his balance, and I think Andy is going to be okay.
He was a little favoring that leg a little bit, but common injuries occur like that when you're out there on the field. It's a rough and tough game, very physical between the two teams.
So the clock continues to roll. 7:23, 7:22, 7:21. The seconds tick away to North Penn pulling off a major victory over CB West. Dane Spurrier has no wideouts. Spurrier hands it off on the inside to number 6, Zach Thomas, who again picks up about 3 or 4 yards. It's just that steady 3, 4, 5-yard pickups that are moving North Penn down the field, Andrew.
Absolutely, and there's nothing wrong with that. Get the shorter hops, and you can keep that ball moving and maybe have a chance to score before the end of the quarter.
And so we're looking at a 2nd down and about 7 for the North Penn Knights. Again, into CB West territory, leading 20-7 and chewing up chunks of that precious, precious clock. So Dane Mengel Spurrier will take the snap. Snap is back, hands it off to number 6, Zach Thomas. Thomas picks up a couple more yards, and the clock continues to roll. It will be a 3rd and about 5 for North Penn.
Yeah, Thomas looked like a little bit of indecision. He couldn't decide whether he wanted to go outside wide or cut down the inside. He tried to go for the inside, and it just didn't quite work out as well.
And so, 6:22 to go. Did West call a timeout because the clock has stopped? And yes, they did. CB West has called the timeout. 6:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. And North Penn continuing to chew up the clock. They're back to that first half strength.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's probably why West did decide to go with a timeout, because that way they can stop, regather their thoughts, possibly throw off the North Penn momentum a little bit, take them out of the rhythm, and gather their own thoughts and really try to focus on stopping the drive.
North Penn tonight really showing that they are the real deal. Again, on their way, barring any problems, to knocking off the #1 team in the state of Pennsylvania. Again, you can see the crowd quiet now, obviously, because it's a timeout, but they have really been going nuts all game, Andrew.
Oh, absolutely. They want to see these Knights go back into the #1 slot they had earlier in the season.
So CB West back on the field. It will actually be about a 3rd and 6 again, as you can see on the clock. 6:25 to go, 20-7. The Knights lead. Welcome sight for many people here in the North Penn community. Again, the phantom of CB West just kind of showing its true colors a little bit. North Penn doing a great job.
Absolutely. They've been waiting to topple the Bucks for a good long time, and it looks like they're finally getting their chance.
Barring any severe problems, again, you could see a fumble, so they have to play it safe, but a crucial 3rd down here. Fumble! Spurio may have the football.
That was close to another bobbled snap, not what North Penn wanted to do.
Maybe I shouldn't talk about the possibilities of fumbles anymore. North Penn, again, fumbling the football, but they do recover, again, 2 fumbles, but they haven't lost any fumbles this game, and that's been crucial.
Which is definitely a better thing. Here it is again. And the snap, and just right there, actually almost looked like he hit his own player right here, kind of knocked him off, and just dropped the ball, couldn't quite get a hold of it.
So in any case, North Penn has a 4th down. Looks like it'll be a pooch punt coming here from number 22, Pat McCourt, who also plays linebacker. A little bit of a delay here. Confused as to what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. North Penn is running off the clock, and they're going to call the delay of game. Smart move by the North Penn Knights. They just ran off about 40 seconds of clock. Again, you can see CB West trying to get in there, but they couldn't because North Penn controls the football.
Absolutely. And North Penn did not give way to any of that, Bucks chanting and
stomping,
yeah,
and pleading. So North Penn a little more room to work with here on the pooch punt. They lead 20-7, 5:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Knights are going to punt it away. Looks like I believe it's number 24, Derek Kinzel, back for CB West to receive the punt. Yes, it is. So North Penn approaches the ball. West again trying desperately for something, a punt block, some kind of a turnover, a drive downfield. Can they get it? Can they drive down the field on these Knights? McCourt's punt is away. It's high. It's a little short, and Kinzel puts his knee down, and that will end his run. He just kind of slipped and put his knee down again on that wet turf.
Yeah, couldn't quite get a hold of that ball when he first went to catch it, so didn't really have much of a chance to get a run going.
310 seconds to go until a possible North Penn victory. 5:10 to go here in the fourth quarter, and CB West has to do something here and do it quick if they want to pull out this football game.
Absolutely. They're going to really have to drive quick and maybe even cause a turnover for the Knights when they get the ball back, because they have very little time to capitalize.
Again, the loss of James West, very crucial to the CB West offense. They've split two wideouts to the far side. DiGiacomo takes the snap, hands it off to the inside, and he is going nowhere. Taken down by number 90, Brian Ushler, and 99, Fred Roman, and the clock continues to run. 2 timeouts left for both teams.
Great defense on the North Penn side.
And it looks like Brian Ushler is hurt. Brian Ushler, the kicker, kickoff man for the Knights, also a strong tight end and D lineman. Looks like he's down.
Very unfortunate for the Knights. Like we said before, Brian Ushler has been a very good player and done a great job on his kicks and been putting them right where they need to be.
So the clock is stopped with 4:56 to go here in the fourth quarter due to the Ushler injury.
The West players did not really do what they needed to get done there. The West team really needs to utilize every nanosecond in this game to really move the ball down the field.
I'm not quite sure what happened to Ushler there. I'm not sure. We might be able to see it on the replay. Ushler. Here's the replay. Let's take a look. There's Ushler. He's waiting. Trying to make the tackle.
His leg kind of got hit by another North Penn player when he started to go down with the block, and it just doesn't look good, especially for a kicker.
But Ushler is walking off under his own power. Another good sign for the North Penn Knights. Besides the injury to Brian Grimison, no major injuries going on so far tonight. And the clock is running. 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. CB West is going to have to work quickly. DiGiacomo drops back. Pressure from North Penn. Slips, trips a little bit. And a safety! Pat McCourt and Dave Broderick have tackled Joe DiGiacomo in the end zone. North Penn leads 22-7. Are they going to call it a safety?
Absolutely. What North Penn was trying to do, show their defensive capabilities, and just absolutely...
They are not going to call that a safety. That is not a safety. CB West will get the football on about the 1 foot line. Can't spike it here to stop the clock, but they have such a long way to go. DiGiacomo throws it out. It is caught by number 4, Kyle Myers. Again, CB West working quickly. Gets out of bounds. And I believe it's going to be fourth down. That was a 3rd and 24. Things happened very quickly, Andrew.
Very quickly. Again, North Penn defense doing a terrific job in taking DiGiacomo all the way back there to their own.
Up here, we thought it was over. We thought North Penn had a safety, but CB West is still alive. DiGiacomo drops back to pass on 4th and 15, gets the ball away, and he's hit. He has been hit by number 99, Fred Roman, number 53, Mark Messerschmidt, and that just about seals the deal for the North Penn Knights. The celebration can begin.
Absolutely, the Knights are being almost unrestrained, and they're just, really going crazy out there on the field.
North Penn on the 10-yard line of CB West. Looks like they may just try to run it in here for a score.
Absolutely, they're probably not going to try too hard. The game's pretty much in the bag, but they certainly would like to get a few more points on the big West rivals.
And so the crowd is totally getting pumped up. The Blue Crew is going wild, and the Knights have 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go until victory. Barring, of course, any drastic changes in events. It looks like the Knights may be able to pull this one out, so they may just try to eat up some clock here. On the 10-yard line, on the 11-yard line. They're in a tight set. Spurrio hands the ball off to number 22, Pat McCourt. And McCourt with a great run. And things are looking up for the Knights, and the time is ticking off the clock, and CB West can do very little about it, only 2 timeouts.
That's another great player, Pat McCourt, doing a great job tonight in this game.
3:40, 3:39, 3:38. The seconds tick away, and North Penn has a 2nd and 2 on the 3-yard line.
They're probably going to try for this score here. They want those few extra points.
Are they going to go for the delay of game here?
It does seem to be that they are letting the clock go.
No, they're not. Oh, that was very close. They're going to call the delay of game, I believe, on the North Penn Knights. They tried to snap the ball at the final instant, run down the clock as much as they could, but I think they will have to take the penalty. No, it was not a delay of game. It was a false start on the Knights. So in any case, it will back them up 5 yards, and it will stop the clock at 3:18. And now the clock is running yet again. The Knights have a 2nd and 7 Oh, excuse me, 3rd and 7. No, excuse me, it is 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from their own 8-yard line. Look at CB West trying to fake him out. Again, you can see Gene Rich.
Right there, Gene Rich, trying to, he's a stomping buck out there trying to psych out the Knights.
So the Knights snap is taken, given to number 22, Pat McCourt, and that run is going to give him no gain, but that will run some time off the clock. West still holding on to their 2 timeouts. What do you think they'll do here? It's about a 3rd and 7.
Well, they're going to try to run down the clock a little bit, but they may just go for it, just for the sake of things.
And now it looks like CB West will take one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 2:33 to go here in the 4th quarter here at Crawford Stadium. North Penn leads CB West, the number 1 team in the state of Pennsylvania, but not for long, 20-7. This is just a remarkable tribute to everybody in this North Penn Knights program.
Absolutely. It's actually a very intriguing turnaround as well. The ex number 1 team rated North Penn Knights going up against the now number 1 rated CB West Bucks, and it looks like there could be a little bit turnaround of positions once again.
Again, the Knights might move up. I can probably assure you, barring a miracle, that CB West will not be number 1 come next week. Again, if CB West does lose tonight, it would be their first regular season loss in almost 5 years. Unprecedented, Andrew.
Yeah, almost 62 games. They've only had 1 loss.
And that loss, again, was in overtime in the state championship game. So this is truly a testament to how amazing and how unprecedented and how truly unique this North Penn game that North Penn games have been playing, and it looks like it will be a win. So Spurrier getting ready to set. Again, he's got his backfield. Hands it off to number 4, Andy McCormick, who is tripped up, but that will run a little more time off the clock. And they have a 4th down. Do you kick a field goal here? 2:20 to go. CB West will take their final timeout.
I think in this case, North Bend's going to do whatever they think is going to take the most time, because they know they have this game in the bag. They kind of might want to get a little points on the side, but for the most part, they just are happy that this game is theirs.
And so 4th down. Again, they are on about the 8-yard line. Be a very short field goal, only about 5 yards more than an extra point. It'd be a 25-yarder, which is not much.
Very possible for the North Penn team.
And the West fans have begun to leave. Again, we saw the stands at the beginning of the game on the west side were almost filled, and now we're starting to see little patches and little holes in there, Andrew.
Same way when it goes for the past couple of years with the West games in North Penn. North Penn would tend to trickle out a little bit because they know they just have no hope.
But still, we saw no trick plays coming here from CB West. I haven't seen one trick play out of CB West's bag the whole night.
No, a little bit of play action from North Penn actually tonight.
And so Dane Spurrier ready to take the snap. He's got a 3-back set. 2 men resetting. And Spurrier will take it himself. Oh, and he is leveled by 2 CB West players, number 55, Gene Rich, and number 14, James Weiberly. But Spurrier is okay, so CB West will take over on downs on the 10-yard line.
Gene Rich, another one of the crash and bash duo, just a great defensive player.
So let's take a quick look at that replay again. Again, you can see the 2 backs resetting, and then Spurrier fakes it, takes it himself.
Comes right there, just leveled by both players, kind of sandwiched there in between them.
Was that a face mask by Weiberly? Because that was awful close.
Well, if it was, the refs certainly didn't catch it.
North Penn not taking any chances, have 4 safeties. DiGiacomo looking around, does not have much room, and is taken down by number 99, Fred Vroman. He has been amazing tonight.
Absolutely, Fred Vroman, that aggressive defensive back that we were, talking about before. He's a very explosive player.
And under 2 minutes to go for the North Penn Knights, it is a countdown to victory. 148, 147. It is 2nd and 11 for Joe DiGiacomo, and they are just going to have to throw a bomb if they want to have any chance.
Absolutely, a total Hail Mary.
Getting a little smidgen of replay from that last play, or a couple plays ago. 2 wideouts to the far side for West. DiGiacomo drops back. He's got good protection. He fires it, but it's low and
hits the ground before it was caught by number 24.
Okay, so the ball hit the ground. Kinzel was not able to make the reception, and it is 3rd and 11 for CB West with 1:25 to go here in this ball game, and some North Penn Knights are starting to jump up and down on the sidelines. Some of the North Penn crew starting to signal, put your hands up, because it looks like the North Penn Knights will pull off. Oh, and Coach Pettin gets doused with the Gatorade. Coach Mike Pettin Jr. gets doused with the Gatorade by the North Penn Knights, and you know the party is on. Joe DiGiacomo sacked by Fred Froman, and that just adds to it. North Penn will defeat the Central Bucks West Bucks. This is vindication. This is an unbelievable moment for this North Penn program.
First time since 1996 in a 14-13 decision, North Penn Knights defeated the Bucks in 1996, and now, again, 2001.
This is unbelievable. Under a minute to go. They're counting down 54, 53, 52. There's a welcome back dance scheduled to raise money tonight for the victims of the tragedy in New York City, and I guarantee you that there will be a lot of people happy about the North Penn win there. DiGiacomo takes it back, gets the handoff. It's taken to the inside by number 43, Clay Lepley, and that will do it. That was a 4th down for West. North Penn will take over possession with 35.6 seconds to go, and the celebration begins. Let's take a look at this final play that locked up the game for North Penn. Again, as you can see Clay Lepley. Here we go. DiGiacomo sacked there.
There it was,
by
right
Fred
there.
Froman.
Fred Froman actually doing a terrific job on defense.
North Penn takes a timeout with 35.6 seconds to go.
It's actually pretty interesting. Tom, you mentioned that welcome back dance. A lot of times the students will leave early to go to these dances that start a little bit before the game ends, and not many of them have actually left the stands. They'd much rather stay here and celebrate with the Knights.
And the Knights 35.6 seconds away from an amazing victory. They lead 20-7. They have the ball practically on the goal line. Putting it in for a score would just be that much more revenge for North Penn.
And there is a soaked Mr. Pettin down there on the sidelines.
Coach Mike Pettin got doused with some Gatorade, and you can see North Penn starting to celebrate. The West fans are leaving in droves, Andrew.
Absolutely, like I said before, they feel much the way that the Knights did all those years. They're dejected and not happy to be beaten.
Little towel around his neck there.
Do not pity him. It's a little chilly out here tonight.
Is North Penn going to take another timeout? Yes, they are. Second timeout taken by North Penn. I'm not quite sure why they're taking these timeouts, but they are. So 35.6 seconds to go. Just a little bit of running. And I mean, this is unbelievable. Look at this. Even the giant head is taking some Gatorade. This is unbelievable. Everybody is getting into the act here at Crawford Stadium. And this is just an unbelievable victory for the North Penn Knights. North Penn will have to snap the ball one more time. They take the snap, and they take a knee. And the clock is running down. You can hear the crowd's applause. Under 30 seconds to go here for the North Penn Knights.
The entire North Penn crowd out here has been on their feet for the past 10 minutes. It's absolutely unbelievable support they're getting from the crowd.
Are they going to have to run one more play? I don't think so. The clock's counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5. The players rush onto the field. Do you believe in miracles again? 21 years later. The North Penn Knights have defeated the Central Bucks West Bucks. It is their year, 20-7. The North Penn Knights have done the impossible. Fans are rushing onto the field. This may be one of the greatest moments in North Penn sports history.
Absolutely. Like I said, all those students that did not go to the dance, they all stayed here to support these Knights and come out here for this win that has been so long overdue for these Knights.
And the North Penn Knights celebrating on the field. This is unbelievable. The North Penn Knights have won 20-7. There will be so much celebration in the locker room. CB West has lost. For the first time in 5 years in the regular season, the Bucks have been defeated, and it's done by the North Penn Knights right here in front of a packed crowd at Crawford Stadium. This is simply amazing. What are your thoughts on the game, Andrew?
My thoughts is that it's an incredible job by North Penn Knights. They did a complete turnaround from last week with the Penridge game. They just were not ready at all for that Penridge team, but this time we're very ready for the CB West Bucks.
Such a beautiful job. Even the Nighthead mixing and mingling with fans. It's going to be a victory dance this evening at North Penn High School. North Penn has won 20-7 over CB West. Can we say it enough? It's just an unbelievable victory, an unbelievable achievement for North Penn. I think they'll have Saturday off, Andrew.
It's an absolute amazing achievement for the North Penn Knights. And like you said, the dance that will be a victory dance for the North Penn Knights, but also, again, will be a contributive effort to this terrible catastrophe that did occur this past week.
North Penn Knights able to defeat the CB West Bucks 20-7. The Bucks are walking off the field dejected, but again, all the players shaking hands in a very strong show of sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship exhibited here tonight. But the North Penn Knights have defeated the Central Bucks West Bucks 20-7. This is just simply remarkable. Let's go to Dan Oldham for his final wrap-up from him. Go ahead, Dan.
Well, the stage is set. The showdown is in the Suburban Division. North Penn 20, Central Bucks.
You got me, Jim? Okay, we're going to try to get Coach Penn. I think he wants to talk to his team beforehand, but it is simply...
We are getting a little bit of audio from WNPV, but Dan Oldham again dictating North Penn has won 20-7. Again, your final score from Crawford Stadium as the Knights celebrate North Penn 20, Central Bucks West 7. For Andrew Connett and for the entire North Penn crew and for the North Penn and CB West football squads, just everybody doing a great job. For Andrew Connett, I am Tom Brown. Again, your final score, North Penn 20, Central Bucks West 7. Have a fantastic night.